Hello, welcome to the Daily News Show. This time I'm going to be talking about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Steven Gerrard. Big news around both of those players. Well, one's a player, one's a coach. So I'm going to start off with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I want to do something a little bit journalisty, to be honest with you. Look, I've seen these Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain rumours come up for so long now, and I thought, you know what, I want to detail it, I want to timeline it, I want to see who's been saying what and since when. So I've gone back until the 28th of December. And Daniel Taylor from The Telegraph has said, Liverpool are monitoring Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's potential availability at Arsenal as Jurgen Klopp considers ways to assemble a squad with extra depth and durability to sustain a challenge for the Premier League title. I'm just going to interrupt myself there and say durability. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's not that durable. He's had quite a lot of injury troubles over his time at Arsenal, to be honest with you. I think he's been there for 5 years now. He's 23 years old. Even this season, he's only played 12 and 12 starts, 13. Premier League substitutions. He's got 2 goals and 5 assists this season. Now, Arsenal fans, if you talk to them, are made up with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. They're made up with the endeavour that he shows, the willingness and just the ability to get involved in a game and put that little bit of fight into an Arsenal midfield that's been severely lacking this season. Good on you, Arsenal. Thank you very much. Love that, by the way. Thanks for bowing out of the race for 4th as well. That was really nice of you. Okay, I'm going to carry on with Daniel Taylor's bit. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is one of the players Liverpool have identified, but there is also an awareness at Anfield that turning that interest into something concrete will not be straightforward, bearing in mind the various politics, Luis Suarez, between the two clubs and the current state of the Premier League table. So that was on the 28th of December. The 29th of December, our man, Jurgen Klopp, in a press conference said, usually I don't say anything about transfer rumours, but I can make an exception, no problem. This is nonsense. From my side, there's nothing else to say about it. And that's the last time that Jurgen Klopp came out and spoke. Obviously, prior to the January transfer window, 29th of December, he's rubbished these rumours as nonsense. Then, the rumours resurfaced in February, and it was the Independent reporting at this time. It was the 27th of February, and they've said, Arsenal are ready to listen to offers for England international midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain this summer, as it is thought he has not made enough progress during his 5 season at the Emirates. Nothing really happened off the back of that for a week or so. Then, James Pearce, obviously a trusted Liverpool Echo reporter, he reports on Liverpool for the Echo, if you don't know already. He's come out and said Klopp is keen to strengthen his midfield options this summer, and Liverpool are monitoring Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's situation after it emerged that the Arsenal midfielder wants to quit the Emirates. The plot, it doth thicken, doesn't it? So that was the 9th of March. Gone a little bit quiet. We've seen loads of rumours on the likes of Bet365 and all these like Joe type of websites and all that. The ones with not real journalists essentially, and the ones who love to clickbait you. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I mean, Tony Barrett worked at Joe. He's a proper journalist. He's one of my favourite journalists of all time. Actually, former Liverpool writer as well. Used to work for the Times and stuff. And anyway, we move on. 11th of April today, The Telegraph are reporting Liverpool are refused to be scared off by Arsenal's £35 million valuation of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain as Jurgen Klopp steps up his pursuit of the unsettled England midfielder. Arsenal have yet to hold any form of talks with Oxlade-Chamberlain over a new contract, even though the 23-year-old is about to enter the final 12 months of his existing deal, and Liverpool are eager to exploit the situation. Klopp is a keen admirer of Oxlade-Chamberlain and hopes to take advantage of the uncertainty over the player's future at Arsenal, as well as his growing frustration at not being a regular starter. So there you go. That's the timeline of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain rumours to Liverpool. Whether you think it's going to happen or not, the last word from Jurgen Klopp on it was that it was nonsense, but I think it was nonsense to do with the January transfer window. Now, is there an option for us to sign someone like him in the summer? To be honest with you, I think he'd be almost a perfect signing for Liverpool. First of all, when these rumours came out in December, I was all in. I want Oxlade-Chamberlain at Liverpool. I really do. That's not to say that it's going to happen, just that I want him. Now, these are my opinions and not that of the journalists that are covering the story. But Oxlade-Chamberlain is a guy who can play out on the wing, can cover for the likes of Sadio Mane if he was to go to African Cup of Nations in a couple of years' time, or if he got another injury, or if he doesn't come back from his injury well enough. We've got a guy there who can exploit the space and sort of play play in the same way if we need him to, as Sadio Mane. But why I like the Oxlade-Chamberlain more than anything is he's a guy who can play inside as well. We know that Klopp's like players who are able to play a couple of positions. You know, he's a guy who's been playing centre midfielder for Arsenal this season. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, he's a guy who likes to get stuck in, doesn't give his opponent a minute's peace, you know, tears around the field, loves to press the ball. He's a guy who could go into rotation for like an Adam Lallana if we were a bit tired, or if we've got Champions League football or cup football or something like that. This is about building a squad this summer. This is 2 days ago we did a video on Liverpool could potentially spend £200 million. £35 million, which is what's rumoured, seems a lot of money for a guy who has 1 year left on his contract. But the politics, as mentioned before, with Arsenal Football Club and stuff, the way that, you know, they played that 40 million plus a pound bid for Luis Suarez, all that means that we're probably, if we want this guy, we're probably going to have to pay over the odds. I'm not sure it's 35 million, but I'm thinking it could be around the 30, between 25 and 30 million pounds. But if Arsenal turn around and go, look, it's 35 million pounds, I think Liverpool should genuinely consider it. I think he's that good. I think he's entering the time of his career now where he's going to step it up even more. I think if he comes to Liverpool, he goes on to be one of the stars in the Premier League. And I'm just saying, that's my opinion. I rate him that highly. I'm all in on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I love him as a footballer. I think he's brilliant. I liked him when he was at Southampton. I like him even more at Arsenal. His one problem for me is that he does get a lot of injuries. But if he's part of a big squad and he's not playing the type of football, you know, 50 games a season, if he's there for 30 games a season, can we keep him fit? Can we get the best out of him? Can we get more out of him than Arsenal? I think we can. I think Jurgen Klopp can develop him into one of the top stars in the Premier League, and I'd be all in on him. Anyway, let me know, of course, in the comment section. First of all, I think this rumour's real. Do you think that there's no smoke without fire? Do you think Liverpool do want Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain? And secondly, will he fit into this squad? Look, we've talked about it before. We need to get used to the idea of having a squad. We don't need 14 players. We need 18 to 20 players. If we're going to be playing Champions League football next season, I sincerely hope that we are, then we're going to need the best. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, for me, looking around the Premier League now at what's available, could be one of those options that could turn out to be one of the best. So let me know in the comment section whether you want him, whether he fit in. And finally, for today's news show, because it's been a bit of an epic one, Steven Gerrard, I just want to say massive congratulations to him. Captain fantastic. He's hung up his boots. He's turned down MK Dons as manager in November to come and work with some of the kids in our academy, and it looks like he's going to be handed the under-18s managerial role next season. He went to the under-18s game against Redmen last week. He's going to be taking the reins next season, under-18s manager, taking his first steps into management, and crucially, it's his first steps into management at Liverpool Football Club. He's already fully indoctrinated. Now we need him to learn off Jurgen Klopp, learn off all the other great coaches that we've got, and go out there, get his coaching badges while he's the under-18s manager, and hopefully one day become Liverpool manager, because that's what all Liverpool fans want if he is good enough. And I have no doubt in my mind that Steven Gerrard will apply himself more for this club than any other club in world football. If he's going to be a success, it's going to be at Liverpool Football Club, because that's the type of man that he is. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. We've done a lot of research for today's daily news show, a little bit different to normal. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you have. Don't forget to subscribe to the Redmen TV for all your latest transfer news and rumours, pre-match and post-match reaction. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the redmentv.com. It's £2 a month, 3 one-hour shows every single week. We've got the final word show on the previous game. We've got the Reds news roundup where we talk in depth about the players and the targets and all the news around Liverpool Football Club, and the LFC stat show where I delve massively into random stats around Liverpool Football Club. This week, it's how have Liverpool fared under Jurgen Klopp in midweek games. So looking forwards to the future, hopefully Champions League football, definitely hopefully European football. How has he done in his past? How has he done it with Liverpool? How did he do it at the end of last season? How did he rotate his squad? Going back even further to looking at the Dortmund 12-13 side, delving into that, seeing how he did with the midweek games. He obviously got to the Champions League final. How did he do in those midweek games, crucially? And we're looking at like the likes of Manchester City and how they do in midweek games to see if we can garner any information about the type of squad and the size of squad that we're going to need. It's going to be epic. It's going to be me. It's going to be John Reed, and there's loads of research done. So get over there, subscribe now.